Alright guys, welcome back. Today we are in the basement. As always, thank you for watching the video, and if you like the video, hit subscribe because there's going to be plenty more coming like this. Today we're going to be mounting a FishFinder on our good old kayak today. We're going to be using the Yak Attack off of Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below for this part to be mounting our sonar. So yeah, let's get at it. Let me get set up and let's do it. Alright guys, so set this over here. Some of the things we have today is we have our Yak Attack switchable transducer arm. I'm going to show you why I'm using this transducer arm versus the hole they cut out in the bottom of the kayak once we get to it. Of course, our transducer, gonna need that. Our Lowrance Hook2 7-inch, gonna need that. Our mounting bracket, what we're gonna use. Transducer mount, other little things like screws and pieces of plastic. Then we have our, I want to say 50 amp switch, our fuse, I'm sorry. Need that. Some more hardware, as well as some more wires. And that'll do that for that. Then I also bought the Navionics region. For me, it's northeast, at least for now. This map is this card you're going to be able to just plug right in. It's going to give you all the GPS mapping of, I want to say, everywhere from like Virginia north all the way up to Canada. We also have some nice 6-cent silicone skirts, but for our football jigs that we've been making and our spinner baits. But that's an episode for another time, so we're just gonna set those over there. So we have everything we need. So let's get started. We're gonna start with building the transducer arm. Oh, hey Leo, are you coming to help us with another project? Oh, always coming to help. Come here, come on. There you go. She's just the natural. Don't be scratching up the kayak. Alright, so before you get this mounted on there, the instructions say you want to drop 4 of these in here for the 1/4-20s lock nuts. Alright, so we got the right Allen key, we got our sockets. So first things first. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Just take it. So this is gonna sit like this when it's all done. So this is gonna go in here. This is gonna rest on here like that. So let's get our, we can actually do this one at a time. Put this in here, put our nut in. We got a little tighten. So we're gonna slide that in there like that. I'm gonna place this on here like this. And we're gonna loosely put this on, just so we can still kind of slide it back and forth and wiggle this up and down. So I'm thinking something like that. Then I want to come over and get this, like so. We're just going to slide this in just like this. Yep, perfect. And I'm going to get my Allen key and we're just going to tighten that up a little bit. Alright. And just like that, we're good to go. I'm just going to tighten this down just for now to keep it from moving around. And see how we can rotate this a little bit? Because my kayak's a little bit wider on the side. We can just run it off like this. Get it down in there. Very cool. Alright, next up, probably going to be mounting the transducer. Alright, so before we mount the transducer here, which is going to be as simple as going like that with the rubber washer. I'm going to show you why I'm not actually mounting it in the cutoff hole. Because originally my plan was to run the wire through, right there and have it come out right here where they have it cut out, the transducer like this, but the mounting bracket doesn't fit in there. And God forbid a little stump comes up and takes this out, I'll be so mad. So this I can just pull up real quick if we go into shallow water and then put back down, and it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount this right here. So I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just do that, but put that on there like that. We're gonna run our screw through like so, and just like that. Now get that nut pushed in there, and let me grab the Allen key and we'll mount that in. All right, so the instructions don't say much, so I'm just assuming that we're gonna squeeze this and stick these on like that. But I don't have my Allen keys with me today. They're out in the barn. So for tonight, we're just gonna leave them like that. Next step is to just kind of zip tie all this back up. So let me grab the zip ties that they gave me. I have a couple extras just in case, but they give you a fair amount, which is nice. Now, if you bought the smaller transducer, you can also use this hardware mounting where it'll line up a little bit easier. So I just bought the triple shot, so that way, or so mine at least lines up with the big mount. So let's put this in like this. Whoop. Okay, so now we have it all trimmed up. Ran my wire all the way up here. We're gonna actually stage all the wire up in here. So, but we're just gonna leave this loose. And what my plan is I'm actually gonna mount mine right here, because I don't really use this for anything. It's really, I mean, it's just a hollow piece of plastic. The battery's right under there. So what we are gonna do, we're gonna mount this just like that. So I can have my FishFinder right up here in front of me. I can alter it because I'm going to be standing right here for my fishing mostly. I can have my wires come up right through the back, because originally I was going to put like a foot pedal or something here, but the other day when I was out fishing, I noticed the boat's pretty low and like I don't have the greatest balance in the world, and for such a short kayak I can't really move around. I mean, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4", 215 pounds, so I mean, I know it says 450 pound capacity, but like when you're that tall and you don't have great balance, you're not like lifting your feet up and doing crazy things. So I pretty much keep my feet together. This will allow me to tilt the FishFinder up so I can watch it and be able to fish right off the bow, because that's usually I fish in this area right here off the side and off my bow a lot. So we're gonna mount this here, drill a couple holes, run the wires up, and we'll put our screen on there. Perfect. All right, so we've drilled all 4 holes, 1/4 inch. Got our bolts going in now. One, two. Out. And just kind of stick it on here for now. Or I should not say mount, I should say our screen. Beautiful. Okay, guys, so I'm a blithering idiot. Thank God I read the directions. This is just a holder. And that's what I need. So, stick this in here. Make sure we're going the right way. Just like this. All right. And she's in. All right, cool. All right. Oof, thank God. I thought I was going to have to go through all that again. Nope. It's just tucked away in there. So if you have that same problem, the SDs, the micro SD is actually inside the SD card. That's just a holder. Whew. I was getting scared for a minute. All right, so we're going to put this back on. Make sure it all looks good. And I'm kind of liking that. Oh, cool. That's going to be nice when I'm cruising. I can look forward and have my screen right up there, and then I can also tilt it up for when I'm standing up fishing right here. So, all right, cool. Now I'm going to take it off and run all the wiring real quick. Well, actually, I'm going to take it off, put the battery in, and then we're going to wire up the fuse and all that good stuff. So, let's do that next. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to crimp a little eyelid on. And we're going to use a little bit of our shrink tube. Go ahead, crimp that. Slide our heat shrink over. Beautiful. Got a nice wire like that. Beautiful. Just what I like. So next, we need to connect red to red. But I want a little more slack than this, so get my razor blade. We're just going to split this outside wire a little bit more. Very gently cut the outside casing. Now that the wires are all hooked up, we're going to put this back on. And like I said, just because I don't know if this is going to be its final place, I just ran the wires just right out the front real quick, just to make less holes. And we'll run them under this. Just kind of keep them neat underneath. And we'll plug in. All right, now we should have power. And in there. We should have a transducer. Let's take a look if it worked. It should have power. That would be why it won't turn on. No fuse. Tuning back in, it was in with the hardware, with the screws. So we found it. We are good now. There it goes. There we go. All right. So our fuse is in. Now let's try and power her up. And we have power. All right, we're all hooked up. Shut this for a second. Oh.